Welcome. So, I'm going to explain how the three bandhas prepare the body and the mind for the microcosmic orbit. I'm just going to explain how this helps with energy flow and basically why we are practicing this. So, thank you for joining me. Let us begin. Practicing the three bandhas, Mula, Udayana, and Jalandhara, acts as a foundational, preparatory system that cleanses and channels internal energy, also known as prana, allowing it to flow safely along the spine rather than dissipating. So these energetic locks. In Mula Bandha, we're locking the energy down at the pelvis. Udayana Bandha, we're locking the energy at the gut or the navel. Jalandhara Bandha, we're locking the energy at the throat. And by practicing locking the energy and releasing it at these different points, we are gaining more control over our spine and the energy that flows up and down it. By managing this energy flow, the bandhas directly prepare the practitioner for the microcosmic orbit, a technique involving the circulation of energy along the back and front vessels. By clearing energetic blockages and strengthening the core, and cultivating the necessary heat to drive this circulation. So with the microcosmic orbit, we're generating a lot of heat in the body because our energy is circulating up the front and down the back. So by doing the locks, we're helping to just regulate that heat, and we're keeping the energy balanced, I suppose. There are different terms that we could use here, but here's how the three bandhas prepare the practitioner for the microcosmic orbit. Directing and sealing energy flow. The valve system. Mula Bandha, or the root lock. It's located at the pelvic floor, and this lock stops and redirects energy upwards into the spine. In the context of the microcosmic orbit, this is crucial for forcing energy to travel up the governing vessel, rather than draining out. So by practicing the release and control of energy, we're stopping the energy from leaking out of us. And with that said, I would like you to be more mindful of how much TV you watch, how much conversation you have, how much of it is actually necessary. Because a lot of the times when we're talking and we're doing things and we're expelling energy, it's not necessary and we're wasting our energy. So if you can save that energy, you can redirect it up into your brain, and all sorts of fun things happen with that, as you know, as I know. The second, Jalandhara Bandha, or the throat lock. This lock seals the upper end of the spine, preventing the upwardly directed energy from escaping through the head, instead forcing it to circulate back down the front of the body. So with Mula Bandha, or the root lock, Mula Bandha is down there, sorry. So with Mula Bandha, we're forcing the energy up. With Jalandhara Bandha, we're forcing the energy back down because it's the throat lock. So you're essentially just locking the energy at the throat, preventing your energy from escaping through the head. Combined action. Together, Mula and Jalandhara Bandha seal the spine, creating a closed loop necessary for the circling of light in the microcosmic orbit. And the circling of light in the microcosmic orbit is the visualization of energy flowing in an orbit around the body. So, clearing physical and energetic blockages, unlocking the nodes or the nadis. Bandhas are used to break through the 3 psychic knots, or granthis, at the root, heart, and the throat, that prevent the free flow of energy. Purifying channels, the intense contraction and subsequent release of the bandhas improves blood flow, massages internal organs, and purifies the nadis, or energetic pathways, creating a clear, open, and healthy path for the microcosmic orbit. Basically what I've already said. So this helps to strengthen the mind-body connection. Again, it helps to strengthen the core. Really, the core, all of our muscles in the body are connected, so everything that you do comes from the core. Even when I'm talking, I can feel my abdomen is tense. So everything that you do, even talking, comes from the core. By strengthening the diaphragm and abdominal muscles, the practitioner can better control the breath, enabling the quiet, deep, and steady breathing that supports the circulation of ki. In summary, when practiced together, when practiced together as Mahabandha or Tribandha, these create a controlled, pressurized, and purified state that makes the body capable of sustaining the intense energy circulation of the microcosmic orbit. And since we've already been practicing the microcosmic orbit, we know we can handle the energy. This is just going to help you with continued practice and with just keeping yourself balanced. So, the first one is Mula Bandha, and Mula Bandha is just down at the perineum. So just in between the anus and the genitals. It's not the same as tightening your butthole, clenching your butthole. It's not the same as flexing your glutes, but it's a very subtle energy. It's a very subtle movement. So what my teachers told me to do is to focus a string being pulled from that point in your perineum. And when you visualize that string being pulled, start to pull that muscle very gently. And again, it's not as gross a movement as winking your butthole, but it's a very subtle movement, and you'll start to feel it after a while. But the butthole is not moving, okay? If you feel the butthole moving, it's most likely not Mula Bandha. So I found it right there. Once you find it, you'll kind of know. You feel it more so in the genitals than on the anus. So you'll feel kind of a pulling of the genitals. And that's when you'll know. And once you've felt that, just play around with it. Practice it every day until you get the feel of it, and you can just do it on command. And you will be able to do that. And that's the first bandha. The second bandha is Uddiyana Bandha. And Uddiyana Bandha uses your breathing in as much as you can. So take a normal breath. Take a few normal breaths. Steady the breath. Just want you to see this. So next time you breathe in, suck all your air in. Stick your ribs out. can engage Mula Bandha if you want to. You can hold your breath for longer. Keep holding. Hold your breath for as long as you can. And just breathe normally. And that's Uddiyana Bandha. Bodybuilders might also call that a vacuum, where you just suck your stomach in. But you breathe normally. We'll do it one more time. Uddiyana Bandha. So on your next exhale, breathe in. You can always hold your breath for longer than you know. The brain always wants you to breathe, but you try to... Again, we don't force a lot in yoga, but with bandhas, you want to force yourself to hold your breath for as long as you can. Don't pass out, be safe, but try to push that. So with Jalandhara Bandha, that was the second one, Uddiyana Bandha. Now we're going to move on to Jalandhara Bandha. Jalandhara Bandha is a combination of Uddiyana Bandha and a throat lock. So with Jalandhara Bandha, we take a few normal breaths. And on our next exhale, suck in our stomach, bring our chin close to the chest, and hold our breath for as long as we can. Holding your chin to the chest. And breathe normally. Maybe do a bit of neck stretch if you need to. But that was Jalandhara Bandha. And I want you to practice those bandhas separately until you get them all down. And once you've gotten all three of those bandhas down, you can move on to combining all three. So we'll do that next. This is Tri-Bandha, or the Great Lock, Mahabandha. So again, breathe normally. Starting with Mula Bandha, engage the perineum. Pulling that string up through the body. Once you engage the perineum, breathe out, suck the stomach in for Uddiyana Bandha, keeping Mula Bandha engaged. After you've got Uddiyana Bandha, engage Jalandhara Bandha, the chin lock, bringing the chin to the chest, and hold your breath. And there you go. Once you've got all three bandhas down separately, then you can try getting Tri-Bandha down. And once you've gotten Tri-Bandha down, you're gonna find that you feel a lot lighter after you practice Tri-Bandha. And you're gonna find that when you're doing the microcosmic orbit, it enhances the results that you get. Makes it easier to just do all of these practices that I'm giving you. When put together, will make the whole practice easier. So it might seem like it's a lot now, but once you get these practices down and they're not so foreign to you, it's going to be a lot easier, and it'll just be like that. Really, the goal of doing all these practices is to get to the end goal of our practice faster. So it seems like you're doing a lot now, but at the end of this, you'll see. So, keep doing your microcosmic orbit, keep doing your yoga kriya, and keep doing these bandhas. I started doing these bandhas during my first yoga teacher training, so I was introduced to these things very quickly, and they helped me. They helped me progress along the spiritual path a lot quicker. So, thank you for joining me.